It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, here's Watson. That's caught by Penny. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Watson. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Rashad Penny might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Penny, the ball carrier.
Julian Okwara there to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the red zone now, Watson. And he finds Penny. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the Lions' 9-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And some room to work. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Kerryon Johnson, 93 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running from the gun, Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw, Stafford. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Touchdown, Detroit. Antonio Callaway hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Lions 14, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Watson, off play action. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Carry on Johnson.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On second down and 4. Stafford, he's going to loft one. Deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 21-0 our score after 1.
Seahawks, nothing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 36-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third down, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Thus far, they have been able to... The line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
We got 4. We got 4.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
5-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Flushed out right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Operating from the gun. Watson dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
1st and 10.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A gain of 6 yards.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Johnson. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? And the Seahawks had a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Operating from the gun. Stafford. That's taken in by Callaway. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Antonio Callaway with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Lions 28, Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Barner. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. On first down, Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From the gun, Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Barner. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check mark 27. Check mark 27. I got
it. They go to Johnson again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The busy night continues for Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And the Lions 1st down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Carry on Johnson.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st down, Detroit.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on
his carries tonight. They're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, Johnson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
The tackle made.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Lions, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.